In this video, I'm going to treat a cow with a seriously big ulcer, as you can see here, in a way that I've never shown you guys. So let's get into it and let's see how we took this cow from how she is right here to how she was in the intro of that video. This is actually one of the trickiest trims I have ever filmed because this ulcer was absolutely huge, and as you can see, the farmer has actually already put a shoe on this girl. You will see in a minute that this definitely is not one of my shoes because look at the colour of the glue that is coming off underneath. That is not Bovibon glue. But we have ripped off that block because that really was not doing anything, as I'm about to show you. But we are now prepping this hoof to get a block on. And as you can see, the clearance here, that thin block was doing absolutely nothing. We need a lot more height, and to get that height we're going to put two shoes on her. So let's show you these two shoes going on. This is a little bit tricky because these TP shoes need a lot of heat just to clean off the film that's pressed into them, and then we have to burn it both sides and quickly get the second block on top. This wood block should wear down and the blue block should still give her a decent amount of clearance, and we're just clearing up that glue and making sure there's nothing there to dig in. I'm about to show you why these block choices are so important. So you see the one on the left is real flat, really low down the hoof. If you see the one on the right, it's much further back up that heel, and getting it back up that heel will keep extra height off the floor, will stop her going back on her tendons and doing any more damage. And that is why block placement for anyone listening / watching who trims a lot of hooves is absolutely crucial. Before we get into this proper trim, I'm just showing you how big that ulcer was when we finished, which is why it's been a really tricky trim to take her from this to how I just shown you, because this was all loose horn all around this big protruding ulcer, and we are just having to really delicately remove it. But there was also a little bit of dermatitis on this, so it was super challenging. And as you can see, I've just touched it. I've not cut it, I've just touched it, and it's opened up and already bleeding ever so slightly. But we will be treating that and making sure that isn't going to get any more infection in it. But as you can see, this really isn't an easy trim to do. It was a huge ulcer. Drop a comment down below if you've ever seen one that big. Anyone watching that trims, I've never seen one stick out like that. But we are now going to treat this with some antibiotic spray. We're going to wrap her up with salicylic acid, and we are going to show you just how well this girl walks out, because she really surprised me with how well and how comfortable she looked. But drop a comment if you want to see us recheck her. I'm sure we will. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll watch her leave, and we will catch you guys on the next video.
Yeah, I can do. Go on, darling. Nowhere near the floor, is it?
So she has walked out. Absolutely lovely. She's another one we might catch on the next visit. And also, if you are wondering why it's a little bit dirty here, they had a power cut this morning and this right here is yet to start back up again. So it's not turned back onto its cycle, and that is why it's a little bit dirty. Normally it's all like this, but like I say, didn't get back, didn't recharge, and that is why it's a little bit dirty. Literally said in the video, it's real dirty in here because the robot ain't running, and it's just gone and ran as we're packing up.